We continue to learn more about the ex-police officer whom investigators say robbed a Daytona Beach convenience store. Police say Daniel Ruddell then led police on a chase through 3 counties. Here's video of Ruddell this morning as he made his first appearance before a judge in St. Johns County. His bond set at $90,000. Meanwhile, we now know more about how this chase started. Channel 4 Scott Johnson joining us live. Scott, investigators say Ruddell made an unusual threat.
Well, he walked in with a cup kind of like this, threatened to the clerk that there was some sort of toxic liquid inside, and then he used that as a way to, they say, steal $900 as well as hundreds of dollars in merchandise from this Circle K. That led to a high-speed chase, which finally ended here on I-95 in St. Johns County. Michaela Anglin was surprised to learn the man who she saw try to elude police was once an officer himself.
I saw the cops run out, and they one came and put out the stop sticks on the right side of the road, and the driver drove down on the opposite lane, speeding from them.
She was outside the Circle K in Daytona Beach when it was robbed. Police say by this man, Daniel Ruddell of Palm Coast, a former officer with 3 separate agencies in his career: Daytona Beach Police, Putnam County Sheriff's Office, and Flagler County Sheriff's Office. Anglin's cousin was inside the Circle K when all of this went down and spoke to Ruddell, who investigators say claimed a liquid inside his cup was a dangerous chemical.
She told me that she saw the robber with a bottle of coolant in his hand, and it was spilling on the floor. And
I stopped by Ruddell's home, where there's a sign posted, "Do not ring his doorbell if you're soliciting anything, including a religion." I eventually found this woman out back, not certain if she lives here or is just taking care of the dogs at the home, but she doesn't have anything to say about what happened with Ruddell. Ma'am, can you say anything about the incident? In talking with neighbors, most I spoke with knew Ruddell was a police officer at one point and had heard of his 2 divorces in 2002 and 2010, but no one had any idea he could be involved in something like this, including one neighbor who asked to not be identified. Has he ever had any problems, or?
Not with me. I'm sure I know, maybe some marital things, but I don't know any much about his personal life.
Were you surprised to hear that this would happen?
Yeah, I was.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, not something like that.
Not something like that?
I mean, he was a police officer. I wouldn't expect that.
Ruddell was also recently arrested in Daytona Beach on charges of possession of marijuana and resisting arrest. The report says he threatened police, saying he would have them brought up on charges, and he was eventually taken into custody for that. He will be transported back to Volusia County for these new charges from here in St. Johns County, where I am live. Scott Johnson, Channel 4, the local station.
Scott, we understand Ruddell actually filed a lawsuit against the Flagler County Sheriff's Office after he left the agency. What do you know about that issue?
He did. That was a back pay issue. It was a class action suit he started. Got around $183,000 back for corrections officers and other officers in the agency. Coming up at 6, I do talk to Flagler County about that and his time there. Back to you.
Scott Johnson reporting live from Palm Coast. Scott, thanks.